So we got the Season 4 roadmap for Warzone as well as Vanguard. It's going to include a ton of changes. Warzone overview, it says new map, Fortune's Keep. Go all in on a brand new Warzone Resurgence Battle Royale map developed by High Moon Studios. Caldera update across the land. From the return of Storage Town to Riverbeds drying up, Raven Software is changing up Caldera. Armored SUV, new contract, and more. New tools, objectives, and features updates to Warzone will add new strategies to consider for your squad's personal meta. Obviously, what that might mean is somebody's got to carry an RPG or a rocket launcher or something like that. And there's 3 Warzone maps to drop into, and this is one that's going to help a lot of people out here. We got Fortune's Keep, Rebirth Island isn't gone, and Caldera coexists, all for free via regular weekly playlist rotation. So sometimes we might have it, sometimes we might not, but Rebirth Island is still here for anyone that wants that. It just depends on the playlist. It may or may not have that, right? So this is Town, one of the POIs on Fortune's Keep. Looks pretty interesting. I mean, there's a lot of different things. I don't really like all these crazy windows. It does look like potentially some of them are blocked out, so it's a little bit more obvious where an enemy might be. As you can see, this window's open and these ones are closed with the doorway here, stairs. I mean, it's interesting POIs. I don't know if these vehicles will all blow up or be usable anyway. We got Smuggler's Cove, which has a little bit of the water mechanics that were added onto Caldera that never really made it on their way to Rebirth Island or Verdansk. We have Keep, which this one looks like Hacienda from Black Ops 4, and that's primarily just because it's mimicking the architecture of real life, not necessarily duplicating the map, and obviously the architecture is based on reality. It's going to look very similar. This is the winery, and you can see that this is multi-leveled with a little bit of cover. This isn't really cover. I would say there's a little bit of boxes here and stuff like that. So, and that's for the maps, but there's still other tons of POIs on that new map. And then we got new in-game features. First on Fortune's Keep, Black Market Supply Run contract, and then Cash Extraction event. And these ones, a lot of times they'll add new features, kind of like to test stuff out, and then they'll implement it to all the other modes. And we've seen this with plenty of the different LTMs that we've had. But now it's going to be on Fortune's Keep. The Black Market Run contract, get your hands on off-market loot by accepting the new Black Market Run contract, challenging you to reach the Black Market buy station before the timer expires. Spend cash on items not available at normal buy stations or as ground loot, such as the Sequencer Grenade, the Nebula 5 minigun, Foresight, a specialist bonus, or one of several classified weapons. It is interesting. I think Nebula 5 minigun, that sounds a little bit too much, but you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? Cash Extraction. During Resurgence Battle Royale matches, straggling mercenaries will attempt to airlift their cash off Fortune's Keep. You and your squad can ambush the extraction. Just follow the flare signal and take out the agents to get at the bags of goods. But be on the lookout for enemy operators also looking to steal these mercenaries' riches. New Caldera POI, Storage Town. It looks a little bit different. I don't think it looks identical because this was a little bit of a building before, whereas a water tower, I guess you can still climb up it, but you can see that this is a little bit different. This also didn't have one of these extractions on the inside. So they did make some changes, not just literally copy and paste, even though it will probably feel very similar in nature. Storage Town, the area that helped define nearly 2 years of Warzone in Verdansk, will see a new life on Caldera when it is added between the mines and airfield village and dig site. It'll be roughly as veterans remember it, a sprawling complex of lockers filled with contracts and item spawns, as well as a few warehouses to allow great views over the area. However, as part of the Caldera, Storage Town will be near steep cliffs in the middle of an island. This additional verticality will add a twist to the fan favorite points of interest, making it a little bit more viable rotation point when traveling between the map's western section, so from left to right. And then we got Caldera general update, new features. A severe drought has hit Caldera, causing rivers to dry up, and we saw this through the images they showed. As mercenary forces add camps around the island, there's more new micro POIs. There are also new items, vehicles coming to Caldera first. So see, that's like the thing there, which should shake up modes like plunder. Over a dozen points of interest changes. Once this update launches, expect cleared sight lines across numerous areas on the island, partially due to small camps cropping up from outside the resort to runway. Additionally, pathways include scaffolding across multiple Capitol buildings, and steps near the gondola station will be opened up to allow more movement options around the island. That's pretty good. Always more movement is good. Not enough movement, right? Rumors of mercenary vaults are beginning to crop up. Expect to find these scattered around the island, which we've kind of seen the regular vaults, so I don't know how these will be impacted or look different. Ready for the deep dive into Fortune Keep and Caldera. Coming on the blog next week for a guide of both maps. So armored SUVs, I'm not a fan of these. It includes a dedicated rooftop turret seat and room for operators to use their own loadout weapons, making this one mean vehicle that begs to be used in the field. No, I hope, I don't know. I don't know. To get where you're going fast, activate the SUV's nitro boost to enjoy instant acceleration for a limited time. ATMs. Get rich quick by searching out ATMs in plunder games. Throughout the match, funds periodically spawn your ATMs to maximum holding. Collect these bags. Well, that's cool. That's like a little bit more passive player. Or maybe you just farm those out depending on the spawn rate. EMP Grenade. Disable vehicles and disrupt enemy players and AI using this EMP Grenade, a non-lethal tool that explodes in short-lived area. Affected players are stripped of their HUD information while vehicles are momentarily powered down. Golden Plunder limited time mode. So that'll be all about plunder. Player count increased to 120 from 100. Players drop more cash on death. That's like the mercenary mode or blood money mode. Cash required to victory is 5 million. The greediest bunch can explore either of the following options. Visit one of the ATMs, hunt down one of the infamous golden key cards, which is rumored to allow access to a bunker filled with all sorts of valuable new loot. Fair warning, only the wealthiest will be fortunate enough to walk away victorious. Obviously need 5 million. Mercenaries of Fortune event. Prove your skills with the Mercenary of Fortune event, featuring 8 challenges that test your mettle on Caldera and Fortune's Keep. So for each mode. Oh, so this sounds like more of a battle pass style thing. Get rewards like new weapon camos, reticle, charm, emblem sticker, legendary anime calling card. Complete all 8 challenges to earn the coveted gold skin for the armored SUV. Yeah, coveted right away in this thing, and there'll be no mistaking your common mercenary. In the terminal list tournament, there's Australian. More on the horizon. There's a mid-season update. There'll be a strange rumors concerning an undead surge. So that's a zombies event. And the ultimate test of operators coming online. So that's going to be in addition to Titanium Trials Endurance, an updated version of the highly competitive Iron Trials. Expect plenty of Warzone content to keep you busy throughout Mercenaries of Fortune. Also, be on the lookout for patch notes to come from Raven Software, which will detail the changes, including weapon balancing and other additional features. Rebirth Island operation to return shortly. For operators wishing to drop in Rebirth Island, contact appears to have been temporarily lost at the theater. However, expect reestablishment of the communications access location shortly. Stand by for weekly update. So they're basically going to remove it so that everyone's kind of forced to play the new map, at least to give it a chance, because people are very they do not like change, and they don't want to even try it out. They just want to stick to what they're comfortable with, and this is kind of force you out of there, or you're just not going to play and then wait till it comes back and kind of be upset when it's gone. But either way, I think it's one of those things you can just learn to adapt. The Shinonuma, all the zombie stuff, which that's cool, but we don't really cover any of that. So we get 4 new weapons, 2 within the battle pass. Usually they do the challenges, mid-season update, and then there's one by a challenge. This is often melee. But Marco 5, this one's at launch. This looks kind of like a Mac 10 a little bit. A high mobility machine gun, accurate from the hip, with excellent close range stopping power. So it's supposed to, for the high mobile aggressive player, there are few better options than rushing into battle with the Marco 5 SMG. It's great for pushing into objective. It's high mobility, allows you to run circles. And a lot of these descriptions are for Vanguard, so we'll kind of see how that actually plays out. Maybe they don't even give you enough ammo to use it in Warzone. This last part is actually particularly interesting. As the first SMG in Vanguard to feature the akimbo proficiency, you'll soon wonder why you ever need to aim down sight in the first place. This will be kind of weird because there's so many attachments. You could make this thing really good, and I wonder how it's going to be played out in Warzone, where akimbo typically cuts your damage by 40% in some cases and makes it really unusable. So I wonder how viable that's going to be. You can just tack sprinting around looking like a madman, or it'll just be not viable and you'll just stick to the single weapon. And then we got the UGM-8, which this is a high fire rate mobile LMG. So I don't know how mobile that is, but in general, LMGs do not get favored unless they're just completely broken. Even the fast TTK guns in the game are still LMGs, but people do not use them just because of all the struggles with the reload, the handling, the ADS speed. It just is not good. Then we get a push dagger, and this is within the launch window. That's kind of interesting. Imagine you just be running around and use that. And then we got a Vargo S in season, an essential armament for versatile play. The workhorse assault rifle offers a high fire rate, steady aim through sustained fire and quick reload. And that's before adding any of its gunsmith attachments. Now we're going to have two Vargos. One in, and this is the Vargo S. I don't know. It's going to be kind of interesting there. And they got operators. We got Butcher, this other dude, and that's pretty much it. A lot of stuff in there. I'm interested in seeing what else they're balancing. A lot of times they kind of keep stuff a little bit hidden. And it seems like they covered a lot, but we'll see how it goes. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.